Hi class, Professor McGuire here. I wanted to take a couple of minutes to talk to you about how to submit your benchmark unit. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, there are a few steps that I would like you to take to submit your benchmark unit. It's not that hard. So the main thing to do is to look at any of the feedback that I have provided to you on the prior lesson plans. So on lesson plan 1, 2, 3, and 4. So before you submit the benchmark, which is essentially done, you do need to look at that feedback in the gradebook. So let me kind of go over that. So first of all, what you'll do is you're going to read any of the gradebook comments that I have for you. So you're going to have to go back and look at those for lesson plan 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then what I want you to do is review lesson plans 1, 2, 3, and 4, and look at the lesson plan compared to the feedback that I provided. The feedback will probably say something like suggestions for the benchmark rewrite. So those are the things that you need to do to then go to point number 3, which is revise. So if I have any suggestions for the benchmark rewrite on any of the lessons, what you need to do then is revise those lessons as necessary to align as closely as possible to the suggestions that I'm making on that, the feedback for those lessons. The next thing that I'd like you to do is to highlight. This helps so that when you resubmit it to me, because I've actually already seen the entire thing, I will then be able to quickly and easily see that you have addressed the feedback. So for example, if we look at this one over on the left, what the pre-service teacher needed to do was to put in a little comment that they would probably not be able to read pages 29 to 60 in class and complete all of the activities. That's just not possible to do. So I had made a suggestion in the feedback comment for that lesson to put just a little blurb into the lesson that it might take longer to complete that and that they might have to complete that the next day. And if you look at like this next one, the second one, the feedback was probably to add in some kind of link to show me what they meant by that. And so then they highlighted it. This one, I think, down in the lower right corner, you can see the pre-service teacher said, I attached a rough copy of what the assignment directions might look like. So what I probably did for the suggestion for the benchmark rewrite was to give me an idea of what those directions would be. And then in the last one over here, let's see, the feedback she put in there, depending on how many students choose and or written may have to adjust the work presentation days. So again, it was probably something like, do you really think you can get all of this done in one class period? So I probably made a comment about how are you going to then adjust that lesson just in case you can't finish it. So again, just read, review, revise, and then highlight. Easy enough. Now, if by chance I said a comment that basically said no suggestions for the benchmark rewrite, then you don't need to do anything. You can just submit the entire thing as is. Now, depending on when you're viewing this recorded lesson, perhaps I have not finished grading and providing feedback for lesson plan number 4. So you'll want to wait to submit the benchmark until after I've provided the feedback for lesson plan number 4. But you could certainly start in on any of the revisions for lesson plans 1, 2, and 3. And then the last thing that you'll do is you'll submit it to Halo. It's worth 300 points. So it really is very important that you do address these suggestions that I made to improve the lesson plans. And then just kind of looking ahead, I'm going to, of course, do a recorded lesson for this next one as well, but I just wanted you to kind of see what is coming up. It's called the Differentiation and Diversity Slideshow. And what you'll do is you will differentiate one of the lessons from your benchmark unit. So you get to choose the lesson that you're going to differentiate. So maybe while you're looking at the feedback that I gave on lesson plans 1 through 4, and you're making those revisions, start thinking about how you would want to possibly differentiate that. And then what you'll be doing is you'll be creating a slide deck that would be more for your colleagues, like for a professional development or for a PLC. And again, I'm going to go over all of those instructions in 1 week. And so then you'll know what to do for that assignment. But again, just kind of looking ahead. All right, that's all I've got for you. If you've got any questions for me as far as the revisions are concerned for your benchmark unit, please private message me. But otherwise, I look forward to seeing the completed unit. All right, have a good day. Bye-bye.